Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen, looking at the latest news from the project from the week ending the 18th of August 2019 and looking at roadmap updates and the likelihood that 3.6.x will be coming anytime soon, signed distance field effects in-game, and what we might expect from the Aegis event next week. Let's start with a little blurb on the Star Citizen newsletter. It's your last chance to secure a spot at this year's CitizenCon. At time of recording, there are 20 tickets left. There's no better place to celebrate all things Star Citizen with developers and fellow fans, and there's only a few tickets remaining, so get them while you can. Also this week, we trapeze through the Hadrian system and try not to get blown up by space mines, catch some serious chewed courtesy of subscriber in-game novelty t-shirts, and find out if we have chemistry with Inside Star Citizen. If any of that sounds interesting, there are links below to all of that and more. This week's sneak peek appears to be a champagne bucket and bottle that should appear as a prop on the 890 jump. Lots and lots of little props for the 890, and with that in mind, Alpha 3.6.x, the next patch that we're supposed to be getting for Star Citizen before 3.7, the interim patch as it's known. The 890 jump for that patch has seen 39 tasks completed this week, but 52 new ones added. There are currently 60 left to be completed. Though I've talked to devs, and a task that they might need to complete can be as little and as small as checking a room has collision, or making sure that a single detail of something very, very tiny is completed. It could be finishing off a single prop, like a spoon or a towel or something, or making sure that a door is placed correctly. Conversely, they can sometimes be larger, like a full lighting pass, but some of these tasks, even the larger ones, will be also made up of lots of little tasks, which will literally be listed in the internal JIRA, and therefore on the task sort of like laid out. So even a lighting pass for the ship would actually be a lighting pass for each of the rooms and areas in each different of the lighting modes. It is dependent on the features or the ship in question though, so bear that in mind as well. Ship rentals still require a single task to be finished for it to be considered complete. It looks like realistically the patch is probably 2 weeks away from being in our hands, and that's optimistically, though it could see Evocati testing earlier than that. Some people are expecting all of this content to be pushed back into 3.7, which is planned for the end of September, but that's only 6 weeks away. So it's possible, but it's not confirmed. We'll have to wait and see. The last thing we heard is that CIG is still pushing for that 3.6.x patch. In Alpha 3.7 roadmap update-wise, the space station rest stop interiors, there's variations there. They are almost complete, with 49 of 53 tasks complete. At least that's what it's being shown as. We don't really have an idea of how big a singular task is, but it looks like it's made a good amount of progress. Bartender NPCs, the Kronig FL-33 laser cannon and Vanguard variants, the Harbinger and Sentinel, have all seen a little tiny bit of progress too, with a couple of tasks getting done for them. Alpha 3.8 wise, the moons of Microtech, so Calliope, Clio and Euterpe. I have no idea if I'm saying those names correctly. I will go and check out my history of Greek muses, I think they are. Those moons are named after. So they've been upgraded from scheduled straight to around 50% completion by task collectively, having 18 of their 40 tasks completed already. And that's for, as I said, all of them. There's six tasks completed for each is what I'm saying. Planet Microtech itself is sitting at 3 of 12 tasks complete, but its new Babbage, the major landing zone there that needs most of the attention, it's made a small amount of progress, sitting at 44 of 263 tasks complete currently. For Alpha 3.9, Crusaders landing zone, Horizon, that's seen some good progress with 16 additional tasks being completed. It now sits at 124 of 164 tasks complete. And that's really it for roadmap updates for the Persistent Universe this week. Inside Star Citizen, they showed off some pretty cool sign distance field stuff that they're going to be starting to use in-game. So 3.6 saw the underlying tech for sign distance fields and shields getting a bit of a rebalance, and soon they will be using sign distance fields for shields and particles in the game. Sign distance fields can be used in lots of different ways in the game, including having particles react to different environments and objects. So Previously, particles have been very static and flat compared to what they can do with them now. With sign distance field particles, they can have them collide with hulls and shields accurately. This includes accurate physics, drag, friction, bounce, and slides. We can have projectiles from weapons creating sparks and VFX that they hit, and then those all creating their own sort of like subsets of sparks and ricocheting. All these particles can then collide with the world as well, and that can be done in layers. So there's layers upon layers of particles, and this sort of detail helps bring the game to life. They don't want to overdo it though. Sometimes they tone it down. It's all sort of like balanced visually, so it's not sort of like, oh my god, someone's fired a single bullet and now there's sparks everywhere and I'm blind. They sort of tone this sort of stuff down. But expect in the future, in not too distant, not designed distance field future, lol, that we will see shields using this tech in much better ways, and they'll be able to hug the hull of the ship much better. You'll see weapons discharging into them and like projectiles and stuff, really doing interesting things to shields visually. In April 2019, sound engineers from CIG went to a lab in Sweden and recorded various chemical reaction sounds to be used in Squadron 42 and Star Citizen. There's some interesting sounds there. I'm not sure why they went to a lab in Sweden. Maybe there's no other labs in the rest of the world. It was a weird choice. Maybe that's an audio lab or something weird. But yeah, they were chucking chemicals into beakers and burning stuff. It looks like a good laugh. Banu Defender-wise, the Banu Defender's progress was shown off as well. I've got a video covering that in a lot more detail. It is planned for 3.7 after being delayed from 3.5 to 3.6 to 3.7. It is looking very cool though, truly alien. It is the first Banu ship we'll have in game, and yeah, it's a two-person ship with two separate cockpits. Yeah, it looks really cool. Looking forward to that ship. Star Citizen Live talked with Pedro Camacho, who composed all of the Star Citizen Persistent Universe music. He wants the feel of each individual area to be different and vary at different times of the day. The music for the game is pretty complex and will continue to expand with new landing zones and new planets. I am also a massive fan of Pedro. If people want to watch that show and they're interested in the sort of like composition of music and his inspirations, watch that. If not, then you're not missing out on too much. It's something that you'd either have to like Pedro or enjoy finding out a bit more about the music in-game in the Persistent Universe. It's not the same music that's used in Squadron 42, that's by Jeff Zanelli, I believe. Aegis Concierge events next week. So there is a ticketed Concierge event, which sold out ages ago in April, I believe, on the 24th of August in Frankfurt at 6 p.m. local time, which is UTC +2, I believe the time zone there. It is expected that a new concept ship or vehicle will be unveiled there. More precisely, it's worded in the media for the event, a first look at an exciting new project from the masterly minds here at Aegis. So the whole event is a real life event and everything, but it's sort of like sponsored in law by Aegis. The actual attendees can also expect an intimate Q&A with Chris Roberts and key members of the dev team for Star Citizen. So there'll be people asking questions there. I'm not sure if it's going to be NDA'd or not. I'm not sure if it comes with an office store, but the idea is like a dinner and a chat. It should be quite a nice thing for concierge members. Again, in the media for the event, it's also said there will be fun activities and drinks as you mingle with devs and your fellow concierge members to get a rare front row seat for a special Aegis announcement. I'm not going myself, but there are a few people I know that are going that will then report back with anything that's not NDA'd that they actually are allowed to say. Hopefully most, if not all of the stuff there will be free for them to discuss. I would expect a concept sale around the same time, maybe the week after, if it's something they want to have briefly exclusively to those concierge members. Whatever this project is, I'm assuming that it's a concept ship. The rumours are that it's a capital ship, potentially something to compete with the Kraken, so that could be something to compete with it in combat, to be able to take it out, or it's something to like, you know, track it down or interdict it or whatever, or it could be another sort of like civilian hybrid carrier. Some people are expecting the Aegis Redeemer reconcept, but last time we heard about the Redeemer, it wasn't even confirmed that the Redeemer was staying as Aegis with its manufacturer. So it could really be anything. There's just some rumours flying around there. I'm quite excited for that though. I like little sort of like hype events like this. I like intrigue. I like, oh, what's this? Especially when I don't actually know. I haven't heard anything beyond rumours at the moment. Subscriber perks are also evolving this month. It's some interesting t-shirts and a promo with the Vanguard Warden that you can purchase with some extra sort of like little perks with it if you are an RSI sub. But you can also test drive all the Cyclones if you are an RSI sub this month as well. In the future, there will be some cool and interesting flair, and that's sort of what I'm waiting for. There's going to be some more ship promos as well. So if you're a subscriber, you'll get access to some more cool stuff that you'll be able to buy as perks. I have a video delving quite deep into RSI subscriptions and pretty much everything else that we've talked about here on my channel. So please check that out if you would like to find out more. Also, I'm going to be away next weekend, so that will affect some of my videos out for the weekend from Friday to Tuesday, Friday to Monday. It'll probably have an effect on the channel, so bear that in mind, please. I will try and get out some content that will go live while I'm away. I'll also try and get some streaming done while I'm away. I do have a GoPro. I need to get that sort of like dialed in so that when I go to CitizenCon, I'll be able to stream from there using my GoPro and my phone and that sort of stuff as well. But you take care, guys. Have a great weekend. Every month we have a giveaway. For August, we are giving away a Drake Corsair bundled with an 8-inch Fire tablet and 12 months of Game Glass. Game Glass makes software allowing you to turn touchscreen devices, like tablets and mobiles, into immersive controllers for Star Citizen. But not just Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous is getting support next, and there's plans for lots more games to support this. You can use Game Glass for free, but there are paid options as well, giving you even more functionality. Please follow the links down below to get more info or to download. I'm still also shilling for NordVPN. If you're looking for a VPN, they are very cheap and have many benefits over free services. They help protect you and your privacy online, but it also makes it easier to access various websites as well. And there's Shadow 2, giving you remote access to a Windows 10 gaming PC of your very own so that you can effectively turn any appropriate device, your smartphone, a computer, a laptop, whatever, into this much more beefy machine. Subscription cloud services, in my opinion, are the way forward, and for some are going to be very appealing instead of sort of maintaining their own PC. For all of those, please follow the links below or use the code BoredGamer to get a discount. A massive thank you for watching. Please consider liking and sharing this content as well as pressing the bell icon to get informed when a video goes live. Consider Patreon or becoming a YouTube member too if you'd like to further support the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Please take care, and I'll see you in the verse.